Hey everybody, so you caught me rocking out before we started. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great evening, and we got some stuff to talk about. And I want to start off by saying welcome, and I'm glad you're here. John, thanks for showing up. And so let's talk about WorldCoin for a minute. That has actually kind of been in the news today, yesterday, and their token, WLD, I think is the ticker symbol, has just been added to some exchanges. I think Binance and Gate and Huobi, I believe. There's a few other ones, I think. But so I want to talk about WorldCoin for a minute and get your thoughts on this project. You know, the idea in a nutshell is it's basically designed as a way to identify if you are a real person versus a bot. And what it is you have this thing, it's called an orb, and it basically takes a picture of your eye, probably sort of like a fingerprint. And that way it that was fast. So basically it shows you, like, it communicates that you are who you say you are, and they say they don't keep track of any data, that they're not retaining any of that. But it's still a centralized project. And the only way that we would be let in on what's going on is if they told us. So I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's too easily corruptible, and you know, it's tough because I like the idea of it, but I don't at the same time. I don't like the fact that, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's like this universal thing where you can keep track of everyone's identity, and how are we supposed to take your word for it that you're not holding on to data? Now, you know, what basically is another concern is that, and this is a little bit more devious, some people are thinking, oh, it's geared more towards children in third world countries and things like that. I don't know about that, but who knows, right? Who the hell knows? So we're just going to have to see. And actually, it was partially created by the creator of Chat, or OpenAI, ChatGPT. For some reason, his name I just lost his name, but he's a part of it. And if anyone remembers his name, please let me know. I just life, liberty, and freedom. I totally get that, man. You know, a pursuit of happiness without having, it's, you know, and basically the idea is the reward is you get crypto. It's almost like they're buying you off. Here, let us take a picture of your eyes so we know who you are, and in turn we'll give you some crypto, which kind of essentially is what's happening here. Now, again, I think there's better ways to go about figuring out that a real person's a real person. Now, granted, this same kind of technology is used on your phones, if you think of it. Like, how do you open up your phone? Right? If you have Face ID, it takes a picture of your face, and then it opens it up. So there's a precedence there. But what's happening here is, because this is such on a global scale, and that, you know, who knows? Like, we know that Google and Microsoft, all these big companies, you know, they're stealing your data. They have your identities. I mean, we know this already. You know, this really, it's almost like having a discussion about artificial intelligence, because there's pros and cons to both, which I want to hear. I want to hear both sides. I remember hearing about WorldCoin a couple years ago, I think it was, year and a half ago, something along those lines. And I was like, whoa, this is pretty gnarly. This could be kind of intense. But then I was like, oh, I like the idea of it. But then it's like, I don't know. And I still don't know. I'm still, if it could be proven, if it was decentralized, if it was a totally decentralized environment where there's governance, then maybe I might be more apt to do it. But I'm not that stoked about it. We're supposed to take your word for it that you're not keeping pictures of our eyes and, having our identities locked up someplace. So there's that. So let me know what you think about WorldCoin. I think it came in at $2.45. I think something like that. I think was when it started trading. We're gonna see where else it goes. We're gonna see what kind of traction that this has. I don't know. We'll see. But then the other news is now you've got Twitter. Now we have Twitter. Well, wait a minute. Excuse me. It's not Twitter anymore. It's X. So Elon Musk, he just liked changing things around. First it was, we're going to do the blue verification code and we're going to charge you for that. And now it's the rates. And now we're going to change it from Twitter to X. Which, honestly, I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me. It's all the same. Doesn't make that big of a difference. The platform is the platform. If we choose to go on a particular platform, then we just got to suck it up and deal with it. We don't have, if we're going to be on it, we don't really have a right to bitch and complain about it because we could choose. No one's holding a gun to our head. We can choose not to go on these platforms. Now, what happens is it's like a drug dealer. They'll get you involved. Here, they'll give you some free drugs. And then once they get you hooked, now you got to buy it. You know what I mean? So now you're committed. You're invested emotionally into it, the thing. And so I think we need a platform that's really decentralized. That's, I keep saying that. We need a true Web3 social network, a community where we can all go in and not have to worry. Now, Elon is saying that you're going to be able to have payments and there's going to be different options and and my yawn of the night's complete. And that you're going to have the ability to pay for things. And again, so I'm going to interrupt myself, but I'm going to grab some water first. Where did I put it? Here it is. So with Elon, he loves dropping information about Dogecoin. That's why I never, ever had any Dogecoin. Because to me, this is just me, and I'm not disrespecting anyone who has it. If any one person has the ability to either have a massive pump or a massive dump almost instantaneously by his words, I'm not getting involved because you're at the whim of that person. Whatever he says, if he drops in, yeah, you know what, I think maybe the possibility might exist that we might have a payment option here, and then all of a sudden you see a meme of the Dogecoin, right? That's going to immediately pump the coin. And then all of a sudden, oh, no, just kidding, like a bait and switch. I don't like that. I never have, and I don't like being a puppet or a marionette for any one particular person. So that's why I never got involved in Dogecoin. But he's saying that you can make whatever kind of payments, or you can, I guess, pay bills with crypto, or you will be able to using Dogecoin. I thought it was Bitcoin at first, so maybe I was wrong. I don't know, but anyway. Put my water down. So we've got that going on. There's just a lot of things that are happening. And by the way, if you are here, let me know you're here. It's nice to see you guys. It's Tuesday evening, and John said I'm here 2 nights in a row. Yes, I am. Thank you very much. So we've been talking about WorldCoin and also Twitter. And how about Japan? So now Japan is actually, let me back this up. So Binance has acquired a Japanese crypto exchange, and they are going to be setting up shop in Japan. So what we're starting to see now, we're starting to see things kind of shift globally and also here in the United States, because now what we're hearing is politicians. The first one was from Governor DeSantis here in Florida. He started off with the banning of the CBDCs. Oh man, that's killing me. It's because I got up at 1:30 in the morning to let my dogs out because they were scratching at the door. Anyway, so he basically has banned CBDCs in Florida and also from foreign CBDCs. And now he's saying, well, if I'm elected president, I'm going to totally ban it globally. There will be no CBDCs in the United States. And then we heard another politician, another presidential candidate, say basically the same thing. And now you're getting like local politicians during the states talking more bullish about crypto. And, you know, it's funny how the winds turn. One direction, they'll blow, and then they'll shift and blow another direction. And whatever direction those winds go, that's where the leaves blow, right? So wherever the wind goes, that's where everyone else is going to go. So I'm okay with it because it's very bullish on crypto, and it's about time we've had some positive news catalysts, a positive narrative about crypto, that it's not this just scam and this evil and all this kind of stuff. It's good to hear that some politicians, some candidates are getting on board, and I don't know if they will hold true to their convictions once they get elected. We'll have to see, but it's still just cracking my neck here, guys. But it's still good to hear. It's still good to hear that. So we've got that happening. Let's see what else is going on in the news. Gala is just doing its thing. They finished their Empire's play test yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to jump on. I really only went on a couple of times, but it's really interesting, the Web3 gaming world, and this is something that I could spend hours on talking about, because I feel that there's a lot of positives to Web3 gaming. I also feel, however, that there's a lot of work that needs to be done in the Web3 space, which is where we live now. Okay, that's what everything is referred to, Web3. Web3 gaming, Web3 music, Web3 film, right? Everything is kind of a Web3 prefix to it. So when it comes to gaming, I think a lot of Web3 games, a lot of launch pads want to be like a PlayStation. They want to be like a Nintendo. They want to be, whatever it is. They want that. However, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in regards to creating the ecosystem, the infrastructure for these games to be able to compete, at least in my opinion, to be able to compete alongside traditional Web 2 gaming platforms. Because let's face it, Web3 has been around for a couple of years now, maybe longer, that it's really been highlighted. Video games, Web 2 video games, Web 1, have been around for decades. So I think it's a bit arrogant to expect that Web 3 games are going to just automatically take over Web 2, the Web 2 space. I think is a bit presumptuous and a little bit arrogant. I think there's a lot of things that Web3 has that Web 2 doesn't, especially the play to earn, the play to own. Play to earn, again, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. Is it sustainable? Does it really work? How are the games? Are the games fun? Blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of that going on when it comes to Web3 gaming. And how long does it take to make a Web 2 game? 4 to 5 years? So games that are out there take years to build. And, we're sort of like I said this last night, right? And if you agree or disagree, please put it in. Let me know that we are expecting these Web3 games to have stuff, for instance, like Gala. Now, I said that last night. I would like to see a couple of these games go live. We've had them in betas and then alphas and play tests, and then we've got the mobile games that are operational. But other than really Townstar, which I don't know a whole lot of people that really enjoy playing that game. I don't. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's a good game if that's what you like. That is not what I like. I like Halo. You know what I mean? I like Uncharted. I like Call of Duty. I like Modern Warfare. I like those kinds of games. I really am not that crazy about... my biggest thing is, how does the games look? I think out of all the games that are on Gala, Eternal Paradox, even though it's a mobile game, looks badass. That is a great looking game. I can't say that so much about Superior. I think it's a bit clunky and chunky. I just, and it may sound like I'm slamming them. I'm not. But again, we need to have, no one's going to have mass adoption unless these games they look good and they're fun. These games got to be fun. They got to be fun before, you start dealing with, the economy and you're making money or whatever, crypto. So that's got to be the hugest thing. And I've seen a few game platforms that are smaller. Watch out, because Gala, Axie, Sand, they're not the only gaming platforms around in Web3. There's other ones there. So, they're in the top 10 for sure. You got Sandbox, and you got Axie, and then you've got Decentraland. You've got a bunch of different games that, the ones that are going to stand out in my view, like when we come into this next bull cycle, whenever that is, whoever is going to be left standing when that happens, you're going to know quick, right? You can kind of get away with some stuff right now, but when things really start taking off, you better have a kick-ass game. All you need is one. That's what I say. All you need is one game to take off, in my opinion, and that could change the face of that gaming platform. I played a little bit of Walking Dead Empires. Not bad. Maybe it was my platform. It just seemed a bit... Guys, I apologize. I did not turn my phone off on... here we go. Let's do this. Let's do that. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Man. So, here we go. All right. So, that's kind of what's happening. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in the crypto space right now. And I want to know what you guys think. What's going on your end? What do you want to talk about tonight? I wanted to kind of give a little bit of heads up, a little bit of a state of what's going on with crypto, but what's going on with you guys? By the way, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Be a family member. And by the way, just in case, so last night I posted in the description, and I apologize for not doing it here, that I have a Telegram group, a free Telegram group that you guys can absolutely join. So you just go to the link on the community tab in our channel and click on that. It'll take you right there and just join our Telegram. That's a great way to stay connected, a great way to stay in the know how things are happening, and that would be just something that would allow us to communicate off YouTube, off the platform. So if you are interested in being a part of that, and I could talk about other things, or if something happens, I'll pop in there a lot, and it just creates a nice kind of chill community. So if you're interested in becoming a part of that, go to the community section in the community tab in our channel, and that way it will absolutely take you there and you can join. All right, so Monk03, you haven't been in a while. I'm glad you're here. So let's take a look at this and let's see. Thinking worried about it when the bull run happens. I don't know what exchange to send my Gala in order to cash out since Coinbase no longer supports Gala. Okay, well, so here is basically the situation that you're going to be in is right now Binance. So what you would have to do is you would have to send your, so let's say for example you have your off ramp, because Binance you can't do it. That's a really good question, and I'm actually going to post this and I'm actually going to answer it right now, but I'm going to post this up because I want everyone to see this. Okay, one thing I'm worried about when the bull run happens, I don't know what exchange to send my Gala to in order to cash out once Coinbase no longer supports Gala. So here is my take on this. That's a really, really good question, Monk. Now, my answer is I've got a couple different ways I'm going to look at it. So you have different options. Again, not financial advice, right? One, you send your Gala from whatever custodial wallet you have. You send it to an exchange that carries, like right now, Binance. You're pretty much you're in a position where, because all, pretty much except for Coinbase, all exchanges will have Gala. Now, let's say you do Binance. Now, you can't cash it out to cash because they're only doing crypto to crypto now. But what you can do, so what you can do is you can send your Gala. Here's one way. Send your Gala from your wallet to, let's say, Binance. Then what you can do is you can convert all that Gala to another crypto. I know there's going to be some bleed there. You can convert it to another crypto, let's say XLM, for example, or HBAR or whatever. Maybe XLM, their fees are really cheap, or Cardano or whatever. Then once you exchange that crypto for another one, or when you convert it, then what you can do is then you can send that converted crypto to Coinbase. Then you can either cash it out, or you can, hold on to it, do whatever you want to do. Okay? So you have that as an option. Now, think about this for a second. So we don't know when Coinbase is going to be relisting Gala. So that could be any time. So when you have, it could be months. Who knows when, right? So right now, Coinbase is in the midst of this thing with the SEC. So they're stopping staking in certain states. So I don't know now when they're going to do it. It may actually be a little bit longer than I anticipated. I thought XRP would accelerate that process, but I don't think it is. So going with the assumption that when you're ready to cash out of your Gala, if that's what you choose to do, this is what, and I'm not telling you to do that, but this is an option. Transfer your Gala from your ledger, whatever you have, to, say, Binance or whatever crypto exchange. You convert it to another Coinbase-supported token, ADA, HBAR, Stellar, XLM, XRP, whatever. Then you send it again to Coinbase, and then you could sell it for USD or whatever you want to do, and then you can cash it out. It's a bit haphazard, but probably would be like the only way that you can do it. If there's another way that I'm missing, then everyone, you're more than welcome to put that in there and you can communicate that. So I don't know if that helps, but I've always found whenever, like for XLM for instance, their fees are really low. So you're going to have to pay gas fees, of course, to send them off your wallet to an exchange. But if you exchange it to something, even if it's a Polygon, right, or XLM, anything like that, the rates are going to be, because Ethereum is just ridiculous with their gas fees. Then you don't have to worry about that so much. And then you can just transfer it to Coinbase or whatever exchange, probably Coinbase, and then you could cash out that way. Again, you're having to transfer to one wallet to an exchange, then you're having to convert, then you're having to transfer that to your final destination. So I hope that helps, and I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, let me know. I can totally rephrase it, but that's one way of cashing out when you're ready to do that. Can I make something any more simple and make it more complicated? I think I made that way more complicated than it needed to be. But Monk, I hope that helps. And you can do that for a lot of different Okay. Hey, Mike. Yeah, so uphold. And you can just look, too, and see. I mean, there's different options. Again, you have a variety of different options that you can choose from depending on what you want to do. But, yeah, you can do it uphold, too. I actually have an uphold wallet. That's where my Brave goes to. So, you're welcome. And I keep getting... So that's kind of what's going on, guys. You know, my phone just blowing up all over the place. But so I hope that helps. Does anyone have any questions? Again, these live streams can be this way or that way. You know, they can go for 45 minutes or an hour and a half. But, you know, my focus is on being as concise as I possibly can. So great question, Monk. And by the way, I'm glad you're here. Who else is here, by the way? I know, Mike, you're here. Nice to see you, man. You guys are probably like, man, is Scott going to be consistent? Is he going to come on? Yes, I was here 2 days in a row. So I am here. And there we go. So we're going to see what tomorrow brings. But this is crazy. So what's going on with you guys? How is everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Again, get that Telegram link that's on the community tab and go and join my Telegram group. It's a group that you can find. Just type in Crypto Dojo in Telegram and you'll see my smiling face, and then join the group. Just join the group. It's free. You don't have to worry about anything. It's me on there right now. And I want to see you guys, especially those of you who are watching my videos and coming and hitting those live streams. That's a great way to get information, because there may be stuff updated that I could say, hey, check this out. Boom, or I can post a news article. I can keep you guys updated off YouTube. So go on there, join the Telegram group, and be a part of that community. So, all right, guys. Well, unless anyone else has any other questions or comments, it's a short one tonight. I just wanted to give you the skinny on what's going on. So we talked about WorldCoin, we talked about Twitter, and Monk had a great question about Gala, and that goes for like any token, that is, maybe it's tough if they're unsupported. Then you gotta do some juggling. But in most cases, most of us, I think, we're kind of focusing in on, coins that are common, that we most exchanges will carry. You can always just send it to a crypto exchange that sells it, like say Uphold, and you can figure it out and you can do it from there. So, well, hey guys, thank you so much for being here. It was a short one tonight, only about 30 minutes, but I want everyone to have a great evening. Monk, it's my pleasure. Thanks for popping in. I'm going to be here tomorrow at 7:30. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. David, you're here, man. Just in time to almost miss us. We, you know, it's kind of wild. I don't know. Does 7:30 still work for you guys? Is that a good time? I almost think it's a little too early. Or maybe it's like it seems like it's in between times. It's either a little too early or a little too late. I'm not quite sure which. But so David, we've just been talking about WorldCoin launching their token, and then Twitter becoming X. We'll see how long that is. And then we were talking about transferring crypto and then Web3 gaming. So we covered a lot in a short period of time. And David, just in case you missed it, I have I'm excited about this, guys. I have a Telegram group, a channel on Telegram, and you can download the app. You can download the app on your phone. You can download it on your computer, on your PC, or your Mac. It works great. It's a really good way for us to stay connected when I'm not doing videos, when I'm not doing live streams. So if you guys want to be a part of that, community tab, click on it, and you're going to get the idea. So guys, I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I look forward to having you guys in our Telegram group. I'm going to go over there now. So come over and say hi. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps. All right, guys, take care. See ya.